Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Cyberdragon, otherwise known as Peter. And today we are going to go through things you can do with on equip. So equipping an asset like a sword or some armor, and things that you can trigger to make the game a bit more in depth. So yeah, we'll go through that today. There has been some eyes on it in the last couple of weeks. We do have a Medium article on that. So it's it's going to have a few parts in this series, and basically it's going through different things you can do with on-equip in your game to make your game a bit more exciting or different. Using the on-equip mechanics. There are a few features coming up that we have requested. So when you unequip an item, there's no message that gets sent out. So we did request that so we can have, if player puts something on and then takes it off. We don't want the toggles to be working. So that will be coming in the future, I believe. But for now, we can do quite a few different things with on equip and affect different parts of the game. So this one here is talking about wearing some glasses, and you can use your glasses to basically make things appear in the game. And when you take off the glasses, you can't really tell them not to appear anymore. So that'll be something that will come in the future, but at least when you put on the glasses you can toggle on a certain key and push it on and to toggle things on and off. But yeah, welcome to the stream everyone, good to see you here, and we'll jump straight in. So another thing I should show, I'll load up VoxEdit quickly. I don't know if you can see VoxEdit on the screen. Yep, you can. So if you go to templates, templates here, you can build equipment using the headpiece, the chest piece, the arm piece, and the legs in VoxEdit. I'm sure Panda has a few tutorials on equipment, so do check out her videos. And these here give you basically, I've already got something called that. That's great. Let's go in. So you can see it gives you a template of a regular sized avatar and the piece here to edit, so you don't have to kind of guess how big the piece is going to be. You got a template to work around it. So it's a good way to get equipment built and then bring it into the Game Maker. When you do bring it into the Game Maker, you've got an equipment tab here, and you'll have all your equipment. So you can put down, just a basic set. So we've got some glasses, we've got some legs, we've got some gloves, got some armor. There's a shield and sword as well, so I'll put those down. And you do need to apply a component for these to work. So let me just go ahead and put those down. And here it's collectible. So when you put a collectible on any asset, the player will be able to pick it up with collisions or interact if the player presses E on it, depending on how you want your game to work. And you have here on equip message. So when the player picks it up, we have a message that gets sent on collect. And then when the player presses I to go into the inventory and equip a particular asset, you can send an additional message there as well. And then you can target a specific thing. All, self, or rules are your options for equipment. Cool. So first one here, we got glasses. Let's just say we want a sound when we pick them up. It's always nice to have like the coin sound or maybe the pop-in sound. And when it's picked up, it can send a message collect default is everyone in range. It's not very useful. Probably want all or rules depending on what you want to do with those particular messages. You can tick here as well if the equipment can be droppable. So this is good to have false if you don't want the player to drop it and pick it up, drop it and pick it up. You might have a message that has a counter when it's collected or heals or all sorts of things, right? And if you have it as true to drop it, the player will be able to drop it and pick it up and trigger that message multiple times. So this is a good way to control it. There's a consumable as well. It's weird to have equipment consumable, but just to show the option, when the player presses I to enter their inventory and clicks on the equipment, you can press C to consume it, and here you can have things like health, and you don't see the bar when you have multiple selected, but if you just have one, you can see the sliding bar. So if the player collects it, they're going to heal 160. And if the player collects it like this, they're going to lose 271 health. And this gets sent to all. You probably want to target selected actors when broadcasting the consume message. So I don't know if that will hurt all. It might be just self, but we can test that out now anyway. So let's just say put down a car, and the car can have a health component. Alright, cool. And if we pick this shield up and consume it, will it kill that car because it has all, or will it just kill the avatar? Let's test it out. And then we'll play around with the on equip message. So we'll go ahead and test this. And we pick up the shield. We press I for the inventory. And here you can't consume the shield. So that's good to know. So if it's an equipment, the collectible, even though you have the consume message, you can't consume it. As you can see, we can only assign. If we press C, nothing happens. So you can't consume equipment, which is good to know. So if you want a consuming item, it can't be an equipment. So we'll go ahead now and test out the message to send on equip. So we'll select our shield. We'll get rid of the consumption. I don't think it's on all of them, is it? Yeah, it is. We'll go ahead and remove that. We don't really need that anymore. And then we have message on equip. So we can say here we'll equip the sword, and the sword message will be sent out to all. And what we can do is we'll get a numpad under props, and we'll put a speaker component on that one so we can send a message to it, and it has a visual, and we don't want to look at the target, and we want to wait for message. That message will be sword, which gets sent on equip. So we'll go ahead and put that as the message, and that's it. And we can do the same for shield. Message to send is shield. Spell that right? I think so, not too sure. And we'll go ahead and just put that here and here. And now we have a message for shield. We'll duplicate again, and we'll say chest, and we'll send a message chest. And edit the logic, so when we equip the chest, it will send the message chest. And we can keep these for longer, because if we're in the menu, we probably won't see these being triggered. So we've got collection, generic pop, and this one we can say, I don't know, arms, We'll duplicate this speaker with Control D, type in arms, duplicate that again, and we have legs, and we'll make sure that gets sent with the equip legs. And the last one here, we have glasses, but we'll just say eyes, make it short, and we have equipped eyes. I'll go ahead and save that one, and then we'll test that out, and we'll pick up each item and equip them and see that the messages get sent out. Hey Timio, welcome. Everything is good. And spammers, and even more spammers. Interesting. Don't know if we have Nightbot that's supposed to get rid of that, but let me see. I have no idea how to get rid of that. That's great. But don't click the links in chat, by the way. Alright, so let's test this out. And we'll pick up the assets. Alright, so we pick up the sword, the shield, the chest, the arms, the legs, and the eyes. And you can see none of the speakers have triggered. Now if we press I and we have weapons, we can equip with A and A. And if we hop out, you can see the sword and shield messages have been triggered, and the speakers are on, and we've got our sword and shield in our hands. If we press I, we can double right click, or double right click, or double left click, and it will equip all the gear as well. And you can see the messages have been sent out for each particular piece that's been put on. Cool. Awesome. Maybe we have a door. We'll have a basic door. And this door won't open unless we put on all 6 equipment. So that's something we can play around with. So we'll just quickly put a wall and a door. And we just need to put a door behavior on it. And what we can do is message to open will be all 6 on. So if we put all 6 on, it should let us into the door. There are a couple of ways of doing this. You just need like a counter system. And for the sakes of using the rules, we're going to go ahead and use the rules to count each one that we equip. So we're going to put a variable, and that variable is going to be a number, and we can say equip on. So now we've got a variable to do the counting, and we'll add a rule, so the math rule, and we can say add 1. When we add 1, we want to grab the variable on equip, and we want to add 1 to the on equip. So here we got when we send a message add 1 to the rules, it's going to take the on equip variable and add 1 to it, and the result will equal on equip. So on equip plus 1 equals on equip. And we can go ahead and check amount added, something like that, right? And then we need to do a comparison. So go ahead and compare numbers, and we're going to send a message from here to here. So check amount added, check amount added. We want to check the equip variable, and if it equals to 6, we want to send a message all 6 on, which should go ahead and open the door. Now we need to send a message to add 1 when we put on an item and put it to the rules. So one way we can do that is with a message broadcaster. So that's a behavior, And what we want to do is wait before broadcast, make that true. And what we want to do is send the message from the message broadcaster, add 1. So we'll go ahead and put in add 1. And the message we want to wait for is each one of these. So sword, shield, we got, did we call that chest? So yes we did. So we put in chest, then we got arms, then we have legs, and then we have eyes. Cool. Now if we save that and test it, it should add 1 to the rule system each time we equip, and then we can open a door once all 6 is equipped. And you can have a guard there that will let you pass or something of that sort. So let me show you. Let's see if we, let's use a number to check how many is equipped as well, so we can keep track of it. So we go rules, and go events and on player join. So as soon as a player loads into the map, this message will be sent out. We're going to send out the message HUD, and we're also going to add a game screen HUD, and we'll send the message here. HUD. So when a player loads in, it will send a message to the HUD, and we want to turn the HUD on. We want to see a variable in any of these positions. You can pick whatever you want. And then we click this to show the on equip variable. Something like that. So equip. Okay. So now when we press tab to test the game, we should see equip on the left hand side, and when we pick up our equipment, we can go ahead and press I. We can go to our weapons and double click, escape to have a look. You can see the messages have been sent, and we've got 2 equipped in the top left corner. We need 6 to open the door, so we'll go ahead and we'll add 5. Then you can see we've got 5. We're only missing the glasses now. And when we add the glasses, you can see now the door is opened and we can go through. So that's one way of using the equipment and making the player put it on in order to progress through a door or certain part of the game. So that's one method that on equipped could be used. Okay. That being said, it's not only doors. So you might have an NPC over here, and this NPC might have a asker. Let me go ahead and get rid of the default stuff that's on it, and now we can add an asker. And that asker here will be interactable. We'll just call it NPC and say, would you like to help me do a quest? Question mark. Like OK. We won't give a player a choice. They have to click OK. And we'll say start quest 1. Now the player can talk to this NPC straight away with interact, but if we add a toggle behavior and toggle it off, now the player cannot talk to him, but we can when all 6 on is done. So when the player has equipped all 6 equipment, we can go ahead and talk to the NPC, and the NPC will allow us to start a quest. So start quest 1, we'll go to our objectives, we'll toggle that on, add quest, we'll call it quest 1, and it will launch with the message start quest 1. And the type of quest can be whatever you want. It could be a counter, it could be collecting objects, it could be a timer, it could be asset deaths, or you could just wait for a particular message. So you might want the player to reach a certain destination, and when they reach it, there will be a detection that sends a message to complete the quest. We'll use that one for now. We'll say reached end quest 1, and then it can auto complete. So quest 1 will be the thing that starts the quest, and we need to put on all 6 to talk to them. So we'll go ahead and save that, and we'll try that one out. Okay, so that's done. So we'll pick up these items, and if we press E, nothing's happening here, no interaction. But if you did want an interaction, what we can do here is we can have, we can duplicate this with Control D. We can go to replace asset, and we can replace it into a numpad. We'll go ahead and replace it into a numpad. So that one is not on until a quest is complete. So what we can do here is say NPC1 is the message we need to trigger this asker. What we can do is duplicate it. We'll still have NPC1, and here we can have it on to begin with, and we'll turn it off with all 6 on. So this one will be on and will turn off when we put on all 6 equipment, and this one will be off and it will turn on when we pick up and equip all 6 equipment. NPC ones both at the same message. So all we need to do here is we can remove this from the NPC, and what we can do here is we can have a speaker, and we can have wait for message, and we can have it look at player as well, maybe 2 seconds, and the message we want is interact. So the player will need to press E to talk to this NPC, and then it will send a message NPC1. So if I go ahead and talk to that now, you can see it's done the message. What we want to do here is I won't help anyone who isn't wearing the uniform, maybe the full uniform. You say OK, and we won't have a message sent out on that. So now when we go and talk to him, bear with the lag, it's kicking in slowly. Nope. Alright, let me save it in case it crashes. Any moment now. I promise. Any moment now. There we go. All right, let's test that out again. Excellent. So now when we talk to our NPC, he's basically saying we won't help anyone unless you're wearing the full uniform. So we'll go ahead and pick up all the uniform pieces. We press I, and we can double, oh, Game Maker crashed. Let me load back in. We broke it. We broke it. It was struggling, so it definitely needed a reset. A forced reset will do. logging in. It's a bit slow at the moment. It was giving me issues earlier in the day, Game Maker, but it came good again, and now it's giving me small issues again. There we go. It's working again. We'll load in. Alright, we're in. Let's test that again. So when we press E, you can see we can't start the quest unless we put on the full equipment. So we'll go ahead and put on that equipment. It's got blue loading on that one. And now we've got all 6. You can see the doors open. That's one thing we could do. We can press E. And now we have, would you like to help me do a quest? So since we've put on all 6 equipment, it's unlocked the NPC. And we can go ahead and you can see the quest is now activated. And you can have a destination where the player can run to complete the quest. So that's another method for on equip and how to set that one up. PG says, I want the player that buys my equipment when starts the game goes to a specific part of the game. Is that possible? I'll have 3 different equipments, 1 for each faction. I see what you're saying. So if someone's wearing a blue chest, they go teleported to the blue area, red chest to the red area, green chest to the green area. But that's if they buy your equipment and starts the game. So I want the player to buy my equipment when it starts the game. So is this buying it from the marketplace? How would that work? Because you can't have equipment on before you load into the game, right? So what we could do here is have NFT sensor, I guess. So let me see if that works. That's a good question, and I have no idea, but let's play around with it. So we've got NFT sensor. And if the player has a particular chest in their wallet, yes, that could possibly work. So message required is so let's say blue chest. And the ID for that one would be a particular chest. The NFT sensor only works with Sandbox Marketplace NFTs. Okay, interesting. I accept your challenge. This one here requires VoxEdit as well. And we're going to have to mint some NFTs and then give it a shot. What's going on, VoxEdit? Why are you loading like this, VoxEdit? It's frozen for me. My computer's not behaving. And this is still saving. So I've got some, I don't know if it's PC issues or if it's Sandbox API related, but I definitely got some issues going on at the moment. How are you guys with your programs? Are you guys in it? Is it working for you? Not too sure what's going on here. Maybe because I've got so many things happening. But I thought I fixed my computer. It was running in the past, no issues. I did change a few things in my room, but I didn't think that would affect performance. I also took my computer apart and replaced the thermal paste on the CPU. So I don't know if that's an issue. Might be an overheating thing. And the most difficult, and PG says, and the most difficult question is that I only want 3 players each time. 1 in each faction, or 2 minimum. Well, with the avatar portal, and you assign a team, you can only have minimum of 3, but you want 3 players max, right? So 1 red, 1 blue, 1 green. So it's 1 on 1 on 1. Is that what you pretty much want? And if more players come in, they can't join. Let me know. I'm going to go ahead and Alt F4, close the Game Maker. Let's open up VoxEdit if it will let me. Yep, there we go. So I'm going to go templates, and we'll do a headpiece for this one, and we'll call this one blue. Okay, we'll go ahead and edit this one. Actually, I think I can edit here and still see the head. Yeah, there we go. So I'll go ahead and select that one, and we'll call that blue. And I won't be too detailed here, only because we are just testing. Let's do an X on the head. Something like that, and we'll delete underneath. Alright, we'll go back, click save, and we've got our blue piece, so I'll save that one, and then we'll upload to Workspace. I'm in the wrong account here, so let me just go to the Sandbox website. I'm working under the Game Lab account, so I'll just go ahead and log out and log in under Game Lab. So it uploads to the right spot. And I think there's something wrong with the Sandbox at the moment, because it won't load their website either. Alright, so you want 1 in the blue corner, 1 in the red corner, 1 in the green corner. What happens to the 4th and 5th players when they join? What do you want them to do? Just sit in a lobby area, or? Alright, let's log in now to the website. Alright, won't let me log in. Here we go. Log out from Cyberdragon Games, and we're going to log in with Game Lab. Actually, do I even have catalysts on Game Lab account? Can't mint if I don't have catalysts. So I might need to switch back. We'll see what happens. I'm on the website on the other screen, so you can't see that. That's the part I don't know. What can the others do? Or maybe I need to do a cooperative game mode. Interesting. Well, you can have a 3-player game actually. So the avatar portal, you can have one and have it as 3 players only, I think. And then that's it. And then the 4th player can't even join. So we can definitely do it. Just having some technical issues with the Sandbox stuff at the moment, so things are really slow. I'm going to log into my main account. I'm going to switch accounts because I know I've got catalysts on this account, so I can definitely show mint in process and all that stuff. But the Sandbox website is not loading for me. Just going to hit enter again. There we go. Yeah, I don't have catalysts. I'll just bring the screen across so you can see what I'm doing. Password's incorrect. Okay. There we go, that's good. What we can do here is switch to the screen and we can upload to Workspace. The reason we need to mint these is to get the NFT ID for each one. And you could do it on Equip as well. So if it's in their wallet and then they equip it, it will teleport them to the right area. But if they hold 2 or 3 factions in their wallet, the on equip won't work so well. The NFT sense is the way to go for that one. It wants me to log in again. Yeah, it's logged me out. Okay, it's definitely not a me issue. Okay, we got it now. All right, so we've got equipment, blue cross, we'll just call it blue cross, nice and easy. We'll just call it wearables, and I'll just say other equipment because I'm lazy. We'll go ahead and do that. You can add stuff, I guess, but we'll create asset. Alright, so now we have created that asset. We can go ahead and mint that. Mint 1 copy for the sake of this exercise. We'll switch to Polygon. Hopefully this works. Here we go. And sign. Alright, transaction's being processed. It takes about 6 minutes. So while that's happening, we'll go ahead and save as red. And we'll make our red one. So what we do here is we just select that. And we can switch it to red. And we'll go ahead and upload that to the workspace. I won't need to do the green one. I can show 2 examples and you can just multiply it as many times as you need. So no point in doing a green one. I'll just do 2. So we'll upload this. Again, taking a little bit. Everything's quite slow at the moment. Might be just bad timing. That's all right, I'll be patient. While that's happening, I will put on the marketing video of News of the Week. So I'll be back while we play that video.
Hello and welcome to the News of the Week. Kicking off the News of the Week, Show City. Make sure to enter the Show City Land raffle. It is now currently live. There is also a really special giveaway happening over on Layer 3, where you can be in for a chance to win a free plot of land. So Show City NFT at the end of the land sale. 10 holders of the NFT will receive a free plot of land. So hop on over to Layer 3 and follow all of the instructions, and you can be in for a chance. Not only will you get a free NFT, but you can be in for a chance to get a free plot of land. Definitely go check that out. 15,000 sand reward pool to everyone that completes the quest. A Fox NFT for reward for participants of the Little Prince's team. A group of wild bird NFTs, rewards for participants of the Aviations team. And Little Prince Planet NFT. There is also an exclusive reward to unlock your reward. Transform at least one avatar before the end of the event. So this is another transformation event. So depending on which team you want to choose, so let's click the plus button on the Little Prince. It will take you to the NFT that you will need to own to be able to burn and transform any avatar to choose your team. If you have any additional questions, please ask the streamer to explain a little bit more about the transformation event. Rabbids Rockstar event is happening, and we'll have a little look at more information about that very soon. July Avatar Owner Rewards. Now, if you are a holder of any of the avatars minted via the Sandbox, then you should go check out your claims page. One of these team uniforms. So make sure to claim that. There is also a special reward for people that own at least one entire uniform, play the experiences, earn the EP, and they will be able to earn a special NFT as well as 5 sand. You need to own an entire one uniform, not just one item of that uniform. Builders Challenge number 2, the return of the Builders Challenge, is we are now entering week 4 of this 10-week challenge. 1.5 million sand reward pool. Make sure to go check the Medium article or hop on over to the forum to find out more information about the Builders Challenge. Back to the Rabbids Rockstars. This has multiple reward pools, which I absolutely love. This one has reward pools based on the rarity of the avatars that you own. If you own a common rabbit, you'll get 10,000 sand. If you own a uncommon rabbit, that is also a prize pool of 10,000 sand for those owners. There is a 15k sand pool for the lunar rabbit avatar holders. So you guys aren't being left out. If you already own a rabbit lunar New Year avatar, you have a 15k sand prize pool there. And then there is also a 15k sand prize pool shared between all players that complete the event. Just keep in mind that you will need to complete all rewards. That's 20 EP. Now on to our mentions of the week. Our first mention goes to a content creator as well as a builder and artist, Pet's Kitchen. They are streaming the experience Pet's Kitchen, but you can go find them on Twitch as Pet's Kitchen. Make sure to go drop them a follow, go join in and play with them. Next up is Bubble Blaster Experience, and they have an event currently running right now. So the experience is called Bubble Blaster by Anne and Joyce. Make sure to check out the event details. It lasts until the 22nd of July, so you don't have long left for this one. Our next mention goes to a collection, VoxEdit contest winners. This collection has recently been updated to include some more of the more recent assets that have won our VoxEdit contest, have been allocated Catalyst to mint. We've got the Death Clock over here from the Gothic contest. We have the amazing Bee and Cherry Tree Spirit from the Spring VoxEdit contest. We have the Gothic Grand Piano. We're also going to give a shout out to Sand Zeus, who does stream but also makes fantastic assets. Make sure to go follow them, see what they're doing, tune in to their live streams on Thursdays. Thank you for tuning in to the News of the Week. If you would like to be featured within our News of the Week, make sure to reach out to PandaPops, aka me, and let me know if you've got some amazing assets or experiences or a fun contest that you're running for us to feature. And now, back to your regular scheduled content!
Okay, we're back. Things are still loading. I was able to upload the red cross and mint that as well. Now I'm just trying to get into my wallet screen and Game Maker. And Game Maker is not loading in either. Maybe I can check the incident report and see if there's anything on our page to let us know. I forgot where I put the link. I thought it was up on the top here. Can't see it. Here we go. Sandbox status. I know it works. My computer is fine because I've loaded other sites and things without an issue. It says all systems are optimal, so no reported operational problems. It doesn't mean that there isn't any, it just hasn't been reported. Launcher not working for you either. Okay. Looks like the server's having issues, even the site. Yeah, so it's not just me. That's not good timing, is it? Can't work like this. Let's jump in. The site is what I need. Well, the Game Maker as well, but interesting. Really bad timing because it was working all day. I've been in Game Maker, no issues all day today. Well, I can't use anything PG because Game Maker is not loading and it crashes. Well, it's loaded now, which is great. I'll put this on the side. Profile is kind of loading, but what I want to do is send the assets to the Game Lab account so I can continue. Doesn't matter, we'll come back to it. Hopefully it corrects in 15 minutes or so, and we'll come back to your idea. And we'll put this on the side, and so that's the NFT sensor. So what we've got at the moment, in case you just joined in, is that we have 6 pieces of equipment and a counter on the left. When you equip these items, it will send a message out, and you can see it's added a counter to the top left. When I press E, the NPC won't talk to us unless we're wearing that full uniform. So we'll go ahead and put on our full uniform. And you can see now the door's open because we're wearing all 6 pieces, and the NPC will want to talk with us now and give us the quest. So that's basically what we've done to begin with. And that all seems to work fine. Now that we have that message, we can toggle between states. So we go to our rule system, and we can say rules, triggers, and we can say mouse input. We can use our middle mouse, and we can say middle down, and we can set another one middle up. And what we can do here is we can switch between things using the switch component. So we've got a switch, and we can do middle down, and this one can also be middle down. And message on A could be shadow, I don't know, shadow form, and this one can be normal form. Okay, and we'll broadcast it to all. So when we push our middle mouse button down, the rules will send a message to send a message middle down. Middle down will be sent to the switch. When we push it once, it will send shadow form. When we push it again, it will send normal form. And what we can do with that is we can have something like we can have weather logic, so or post-processing. And this one here can be shadow form, or whatever the case is. You have black and white, and then we can duplicate this, and we can have that as default, and this can be normal form. Now if we go ahead and test that out, hey Pickaxe, thanks for the raid, welcome. Hey everyone. Hey Tobin. It's something that I haven't played around with, but I've got a list of things to go through, and if we get through it in time, then I can definitely check that out for you. But we're having issues. I think the Sandbox server is struggling somewhere or updating somewhere because I can't get what I want done. The server's not responding, the launcher's not responding, Game Maker is taking its time in between actions, and I can't access my wallet. Okay, we're in. So if I push the middle mouse button down, you can see it switches between shadow form and normal form. But we don't want this to work unless we're wearing some sort of equipment like glasses, right? So what we've got here is a switch, and we also have middle mouse down and middle mouse up. What we can do here is middle mouse down. Instead of using that here, we can say eyes on and eyes on. We can use the same message here, and we can duplicate. We don't even need to duplicate, we can use the same one. So what we can do here is have message broadcast, and we can have a toggle. And we will toggle it off, and we'll turn this on when we have eyes. So when we put on the glasses, we send a message eyes, it will toggle this on. Let's edit the logic. And now we can use middle mouse down to send to self eyes on. Now, if I did this correctly, when I push the middle mouse button down, you can see nothing is happening. When I put on the glasses, you can see I can now switch between normal form and ghost form, or whatever you want to call it, and it will only work when the glasses have been equipped. So it's another way to get different things happening with message on equip. That being said too, you can have characters. Can we have like a ghost? Oh, that's right, it's not going to load anything, is it? So we can have ghosts with no collisions, no visibility, that sort of thing. And we can duplicate it, duplicate it, duplicate it, duplicate it. And what we have here is we can put on tags on these ghosts. So we'll just call them ghost. And with the shadow form, what we can do here is duplicate, and we can have an actor property, I think that will do. And shadow form will make the, we can have all, we can have shadow form have collisions and visibility on all the ghost tags, and we'll make that full. So when we send a message shadow form by pushing in the middle mouse when our glasses are on, it will toggle on these ghosts which have the tag ghost and show the collisions and visibility. We can duplicate this asset and toggle them off with normal form. So let's go ahead and test that out. So we'll push the middle mouse button down, nothing's happening. We put on our glasses, and you can see we have shadows and ghosts, and we can't walk through them, but when we turn it off, we can. So you can create different worlds and different interactions and things like that with wearing equipables and turning things on and off. Is this working yet? Nope. PG, it's going to have to be another day, mate. Can't show you this, it's not working. Okay, so equipment, what else can we do? We can trigger unique interactions like what I've done here. You can have a particular piece of gear on and cause different dialogue. So if you want someone to not like you because you're wearing a particular gear, or be your friend because you're wearing a particular gear, it's the same kind of concept with here. You toggle on and off the different askers based on the equipment that you're putting on. So I can go ahead and show an example of that. So we can use this one. What I can do is copy the name of that, duplicate the existing one, and we just replace it. And now it has all the settings. I don't need to go and change any of that. And then we can say chest 2 on equip. And what we can do here is we can turn this off with chest 2, and we can duplicate, and we can have this one off but turn on with chest 2. And I love your gear. Oh, I love your chest piece. And you say okay, and then you can say open door. Whoops, just open door. And you can put that message on the door. Move this NPC across. So now when we speak with the NPC, so he's asking for a full uniform, but when we pick this up, he's still saying to put on the full uniform, but when we double click that, you can see that he says, I love your chest piece, and when you say awesome, the door opens. So having particular gear, you can change the different ways that things are done. You can see that I don't have the quest. So if I pick up all 6 and then equip them, we have activated a different asker, and now he'll say, would you like to help me do a quest? You say okay, and you can see he's given us different things to do, or triggered different dialogue and events based on the type of equipment that I have equipped. So you can see having different messages being sent out by different equipment to kind of change the environment, and you can still push the middle mouse button down and get different sort of results there. Looks like I need to log back in. Let's see if this fixes it. And things aren't loading. It's just one of those days. So using on equip like this can really change the game to be a bit more unique, and gives players options, and you can even do secrets as well. So you might be able to unlock a certain piece of gear, and when you put it on, some dialogue triggers somewhere that's a secret, or some sort of Easter egg. Some little details like that would be cool too. It looks like this is still not working. I could probably use OpenSea. Let me see if that might work. I'll do it on the other screen. Red cross, but there's no blue cross. So one of the assets did mint. But it's got a whole bunch of strings, and I still need the ID from the Sandbox website to link into the NFT sensor, so I can't really show that today. But hey, we tried. Have you tried using a single player collectible equipment to interact with the rules in the multiplayer experience? It will send a message to the rules, such as displaying variables in the multiplayer experience. Okay. It sounds normal, to be honest, to send a single player. I didn't know single player collectible could send a message to the rules. So let's test it out, right? So we got collectibles, which does send message to rules. Let me duplicate that. Are you sure it's single player? So we got shield, and it's single player. So if I go ahead and pick up that one and equip it, we'll see if it adds one to the variable. It's the testing is not working. Give it a moment. Hey, it's loaded. All right. What we could do here is get the token ID, and this one here is the blue cross. That's right, Game Maker is not working. 1 second. Let's reload. But it looks like things are clearing up in the back end. Alright, can we go ahead and send it? We can't really send it to another person through the website, right? You can if it's attached to an experience. It sends all assets, but can I just send it? Is the option here? No. I never tried not using it, like sending it with singleness from one account to another. I know if you transfer an experience, it attaches the equipment and assets and sends it. So not too sure. It's all struggling still. Can't work like this, guys. It's not working. Maybe I'll give a few more ideas and yeah. If it loads, if not, we'll call it a day. Nothing we can do. And I can always continue next week. The Game Maker is really struggling. Things are not working in the back end. Whoops. Yeah. I'm going to call it, guys. Sorry about this. Oh, no. One last chance. Well, I hope I've given some ideas on how to use on Equip. These are not unique ideas. People inside the sandbox have wrote documents on these concepts. I'm just showing you step by steps on how to do it on stream, and hopefully it triggers some inspiration and some ideas for your games. But yeah, things aren't loading. So let's call it a day. And next week I'll be on tomorrow anyway to introduce the new template after the AMA for the game jam. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Sorry about all the technical issues, and yeah, wait. All right, let's keep going. One more moment. I want to test this single player shield, so let's see if we can do that. Alright, testing. Will it load? That's the question. Ah, boo. Alright. GG, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.